Hi, this is Teal from puckerblocks.com. Today I'm at Singapore River again. Let me show you what I'm going to sketch. This is the scene I'm going to draw of the colorful bridge, which is called Alkaff Bridge. Unlike the earlier sketch at Alkaff Bridge, also at Singapore River, this time I decided to start from the left to the right. The fountain pen I'm using today is the Pelikan M200, which is also one of my favorite fountain pens. The reason why I like that is because it has a very springy feel to the nib. I've already had a mental image of the bridge in mind, so when it comes to drawing, I will be able to fit the bridge into these two pages. I draw in the exterior of the bridge on the top side, and then I went in with the little holes before I draw in the bottom of the bridge. As for the background, I try to use a light touch because I don't want the background to be too prominent. But this pen is actually, it gives you uniform stroke, so you cannot do the ultra thin lines very well. The watercolor I'm using today is QoR Watercolours. I have a separate review for that. I'm trying to use up the colors in this box because I'm not a big fan of QoR Watercolours actually, because I find that their colors, they use a different binder compared to other brands. As such, when I re-wet them, I find that they are less saturated and intense compared to other brands. If I compare this sketch with the earlier sketch that I colored with Mission Go watercolors, the difference is quite clear. I like to apply my watercolors in 3 stages. For the first stage, I try to color everything, and then in the second stage, I will go in to add the shadows. Finally, in the last stage, I will look for the darker areas and go in and make them really dark. This is so as to increase the contrast, and by increasing the contrast, you make the objects feel a bit more, you give them a bit more volume because they cast shadows, so they will appear to have some volume. They are standing on some space, and that is why shadows and form work together. I'm doing some final touch-up, looking for places where I forgot to color, and also I'll be touching up the rest with some white gel pen. Alright, I finished drawing, so let me show you the sketch. That's all for today's video, so see you again next time.